Meine Damen und Herren, Videokunst.
Dr. Orloff's Monster. It may sound like your typical Saturday afternoon horror matinee item, but this surprisingly arty pre-credit sequence proves right off the bat that it's anything but.
Yes, it's the truth. I love him. I don't care.
How could you with my own brother? The two people I love.
I'm Tim Lucas, film critic and editor of Video Watchdog magazine, and a contributor to the book Obsession: The Films of Jess Franco. About this sequence, it's in the same vein as something Franco had done with the pre-credit sequence of his previous film, The Sadistic Baron von Klaus, but it appeared only in the Spanish version, La Mano de un Hombre Muerto, or The Hand of a Dead Man, which is almost impossible to see now. Franco had the idea of starting the film by plunging into its unconscious, or subconscious as it were, with a fugue-like procession of static yet unsettling images. This opening follows suit, throwing us without preamble into the deep end of Dr. Conrad Fisherman's obsession with his wife's betrayal of him with his brother Andros. The images are not exactly horrific, but they are surreal and disturbing. Their oniric quality evokes the dreamlike sequences of Roger Corman's Poe pictures, much as their frieze-like quality shows the influence of Alain Rougrier's L'Immortel and his famous collaboration with Alain Resnais last year at Marienbad. This source print of Dr. Orloff's Monster is French, so Hugo Blanca's name is anglicized to Hugh White, and the title is The Mistresses of Dr. Jekyll, which sounds more commercial than The Mistresses of Dr. Fisherman, I suppose. At this stage of his career, Franco was still anglicizing his own name as Jess Frank, which he continued to do off and on until a final recurrence on 1972's Death Packs a Suitcase. The credits claim that Jess Frank's script was based on a novel by, well, you see the name. This was another Franco alias. I've speculated on its origin in past commentaries. Badly, it turns out. I now see the placement of that umlaut is critical to our understanding. The name is not David Kuhn, but David Kane. Franco later spread the story that he'd written a bunch of Spanish pulp novels under this name, including one for the awful Dr. Orloff, but this was a boast that his hero, Orson Welles, also made. No books have ever been discovered to support these claims. Franco idolized Welles, whom he served as second unit director on Chimes at Midnight, and the David Kane pseudonym neatly breaks down to a contrast between Citizen Kane and David, the little man, in relation to a Goliath.